You can use the Isession extensions to basically create your own little class that can be used in place of all of these steps required to serialize and store the session data. And then you can also use it to retrieve the session data. The Isession interface includes two generic methods, setObject and getObject. And you can implement the interface in a class and set it up so that it will retrieve the existing object or it will create a new one. And in the pig game that I gave you at the top of this lecture demo, there is a session class. And it is implementing setObject and getObject. Okay? And you can see for setObject, what it's going to be bringing in is the HTTP context. And then we've got a key and a value. And down here for get, it's kind of the same thing, but we're just dealing with a key and not a value. And so you can see that we are basically serializing the value. And then here we are checking to make sure that we have something. If we don't, it returns the default. Otherwise, we deserialize it. Now, these two methods are called down here. We have a class called game session. And then you can see we're calling get game and set game here. And get game is returning a game object, which makes sense because it's either going to retrieve the game that was saved or it's going to retrieve a new one. And set game is going to save it. So we've got a key and the game that we are going to be saving. So normally in a controller, where you would see all of this code to store it, to create the string and then store it as a string, or to retrieve the string and deserialize it, you will see calls to get game or set game. So what it's doing is it's calling these methods, which then in turn are coming up here and using setObject and getObject. Okay, so this is showing you the session class. And then this is showing you just little snippets of the controller. Okay, so if we go to our home controller, okay, so you can see that this is the index action method. Here we've got get game. Okay, so this is where it is coming in. So it's going to execute this. Okay, and then here we've got new game. So you can see that it's using get game. And then we've got game.new game. And then we've got a set game. So as you go through here, you can see that it's accessing those methods that are in that session class. And the view doesn't do much work here. All the work is done in the controller. And the controller uses a pattern, actually an RPG pattern or PRG, post, redirect, and get. So if you kind of follow through the code, you'll notice that it's posted. And then we retrieve it. And then we redirect. Okay, that's a very typical pattern in this particular controller.